Hello YouTube. Brian here. Twitch muted the VOD for a portion of the stream, and beamed the intro to this vid. Thought I'd let you know. Anyway, here's Johnny, halfway through his intro.
Just reverse swept, I believe. Was it a reverse sweep? I can't actually remember. I believe it was game 5 against Logic anyway, where Alpha came out on top. And Breezi was able to beat Ocelon, so pretty solid wins for the two of them. Let's see how they do in today's matchup. Not just because he scored the first goal, but because I think he's got the edge in this particular 1v1. Gonna put my money on Alpha. But Breezi surprised us all with a win against Ocelon. I'm sure he's not going to be an easy one to take down. Was it Alpha who almost got reverse swept? Actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. And Breezi almost got reverse swept as well, if I'm not mistaken. But he just destroyed Ocelon with kickoff goals in the last game. That kind of reminded Ocelon to go and practice kickoffs before his round of the 4, where he was pretty dominant in. That's a nice little no-flip shot from Alpha, 3-0. Did Breezi use his dodge here? I felt like he was going to have a wave dash when he landed, but it looks like he might have double jumped into the ball, because he didn't wave dash in an attempted recovery. Usually that is the done thing after single jump challenges. Alpha is playing pretty quick to get things started. Breezy's going to need to step it up a notch if he wants to keep up. Early ceiling shot from Alpha. An early challenge. He's not giving Breezi any time or space on the ball. Breezy's going to try and go straight down the middle of the field. He's got Alpha backed off, and that is a well executed play. Breezi does score one. It's a very nice shot. Alpha, after a couple of early aggressive plays on the ball, took too long to close the gap, and Breezi with a punish. I'm surprised that Alpha didn't just charge in again after he was getting so much success by closing down the ball early every other time that he did it. That's a nice touch by Breezi. He's going to pick up a second goal here, and that is the first time that Alpha's kind of moved into a really aggressive position and not profited from it. Great touch by Breezi. Safe as well. He saw Alpha underneath him, so he just popped it over his head, and there was not really a risk of Alpha getting a clean interception there. Maybe if he was quick he could have jumped up and popped it, but that's about all he could do. Some really nice play by Breezi to avoid getting baited into the corner for the boost grab. Luckily for him, Alpha was ball chasing, wasn't able to punish. Low 50-50. Well, that's actually a fake from Alpha, and the late dodge is going to finish it off. That is interesting. He's not even tried to force this one through after dropping it. He just lets Breezi take it. That is a very nice finish. Such control from Alpha to go in the lead by 2 yet again. Did you guys have Alpha winning this? I mean, it's a bit easier to say after you've seen almost 2 minutes of gameplay, but could we get some A's in the chat if you fancied Alpha's chances? I think you will after this flip reset. Breezi gets a touch on it, but not enough. Alpha up by 3 in style. Well, let's go ahead and give FairJame that one. It is certainly a worthy shot. He got a piece of Breezi, stopped him from getting a save. It's going to be mostly A's in the Twitch chat. That is not a surprise. Did Blue get dropped by FCB? I mean, there's a transfer rumor on the Rocket League Wikipedia page saying that Bluey's going to get dropped, but nothing's been confirmed yet. You know, half of these Rocket League Wikipedia transfer rumors come true, the other half don't. Reset for Breezi. Not a lot of height on it though, and Alpha sits back and slaps it up. It's going to be another goal for him, and he has not beaten the open net. You know, for Breezi, a flip reset was the only way he was going to put a threatening shot on target, but as you're all well aware, if you don't nail it, if you don't get enough power on it, you're not going to force your opponent out of position or get a goal. You're just going to concede counter-attack 9 out of 10 times, maybe even more. Breezi looking for another late second touch on it. He's popped the ball and then come back down for a second pop twice this game. I'd love to see him just rip a flick early. There it is, in fact. Says now Alpha has dove in, and it's ideal that Breezy's read it, because if he keeps on going for these, you know, one pop play where he pops it and then flies back down to make a second one, Alpha's just going to rush challenge and shut it down. So Breezi needed to make an early play there. I feel like Barca invested too much in Bluey to drop him. I've seen a couple of people say this, but I don't know what they mean when they say it. Like, yes, they flew him out to the team house in Barcelona, but is that really an investment in Bluey, or is it an investment in a team house? Like, they don't lose the team house when you know, they bench either Bluey or Devo. If they bench either Bluey or Devo, they still have the team house. They can, you know, fly someone else out there. I don't feel like they've lost anything. So I don't know what people mean when they say that. Oh, that's brilliant by Breezi. Shame that it's gone off target. A couple wave dashes and he's still in control. Did Breezi change his camera settings this last time I saw him play? Because I feel like this is a lot more zoomed out and lower than I'm used to seeing from him. Another double pop set up, and he catches Alpha with a pump to secure the goal. You know, I said I was hoping to get a bit more of a mix-up from Breezi, but he's kept Alpha honest with some early flicks, so going for a little fake pop into an actual pop here makes a lot of sense. He's mixing it up well in offense. Still 2 more goals to get if he's going to bring it back in game 1, though. Remember, just as always, it is a 5-game series at the most. Early shot by Breezi. Alpha back for it. Another control ball for Breezi, which Alpha is just going to shut down, and no boost grab in the midfield as he's leaving the half. That's going to allow Alpha to get a bit of pressure on the Englishman, and not just that, a goal by the looks of things. Oh, Alpha's actually missed it. And Breezi wasn't ready. Could have maybe got a counter for free, but Alpha's going to score to make it 7-4. I feel like that should have been a goal for Alpha. But fortunately for him, Breezi panicked a little bit in the follow-up, and he couldn't get it under control. He just passed it straight out to his opponent. Yeah, what did you guys think what do you guys think people mean when they say Barca's invested too much in Bluey to bench it? What, am I missing something here, or have I explained it perfectly? Oh wow, Breezi trying to force the own goal, but Alpha just gets it wide of the target, and that might be the game now. The reset for Alpha. He's almost landed on Breezi. Actually, a chance for Breezi to keep this interesting. Alpha might have got a weird flip reset interaction here. He feels like something's gone wrong. I saw a couple people recently tweeting, and car keeps having a stroke when I reset. Yeah, I've seen that a few times recently. So although it looked, you know, sort of acceptable on our screens, it looked like Alpha might have been out of position. Good save. Breezi putting him under a lot of pressure though, and he's got a free shot. It's going to be a 1-goal game, and the kickoff pressure does give us an interesting ending. It's a nightmare for Alpha. He had the flip reset, got counter-attacked, saying that you need to be lucky to land a flip reset, and a successful flick on the ball right now. And Breezi punish him for playing a high-risk, high-reward game when he's already up by 3. I mean, that is the long and short of it. Yes, Alpha got a bit unlucky with his flip reset, but he didn't need to go for a flip reset. He already had the game in the bag. Luckily for him, he's able to hold on to a 1-goal lead, and some possession play secures the game. That would have been absolute heartbreak if Alpha had lost this one. But he gets the 1-0 lead in the series. I've not actually experienced the bug myself, because I haven't played Rocket League in over a week. I think it's been 10 or 11 days since I last played Rocket League, but I've seen it pop up on a few
Short
people's
message cause you're busy,
gifts.
love you, bye.
Oh, Spark Buddy, cheers to 3, or another tier 3 rather, 30 months in a row. You're insane. I do appreciate that. That's 11 tier 3 subs. We'll have to get some played games in at some point to start making these count for something. Appreciate you as always, mate. Hopefully you're having a good day. Who would be favoured in a Fairy versus Com match? I would still give the edge to Fairy Peak in that matchup, even though Com has been popping off a lot recently. He didn't have Osselin's number when they played, and Fairy Peak certainly a level up from Osselin. Even now, I would say Fairy's something just a bit too much. Yeah, I'm having a good time, Sparkle Pony. It's been a while since I streamed, as everybody in chat is probably aware. Softcast in DreamHack Valencia, then came back to Scotland just a couple of days ago. But I couldn't stream till now because my girlfriend's been sick and I had to look after her, but she's feeling a lot better today, so all is well. Yeah, that's some excellent ball chasing by Alpha. Check this out. Breezi with a huge boost advantage. Now who needs boost when you can flick the ball away from your opponent? The key there for Alpha is that he didn't shoot on target. Breezy's challenging from goal side. If Alpha flicks that on the goal, he's going to get dunked on. He's going to get tackled pretty heavily. But since he's just shot it past Breezi, not really concerned too much about hitting the target as he is not getting dunked on. He's come out on top, and that's some power that he's got on that shot as well. Breezi has to land in the goal, so no counter-attack will be coming just yet. Gives Alpha time to turn, and he will absorb the challenge, take a 2-1 lead. High pressure play from Alpha is winning game number 2. Breezy's, I think, had the edge and boost for the majority of the match, but that doesn't matter when your opponent is putting you in awkward positions where you can't make the boost advantage count for anything. Welcome back, thanks Zephyr. It's good to be back. Should be able to stream fairly consistently for the next month or so. Don't have any plans. Actually, next week I'm away one day for a cousin's wedding, but apart from that, I mean, that's one day, it's not a week, so nothing too major. Alpha again, the player with less boost, but he's keeping up ball pressure, not giving Breezi much space. But oh, just to say that, he's giving Breezi space to line up a big hook shot, and he's going to use that to actually run ahead of the ball and block Alpha's save. Let's see what Alpha had in his vision for this one. He's actually pre-jumped expecting a hook shot, tried to dodge around Breezy's bump. It was a bit of an odd one, but facing you know, a scary run-up such as that, you can understand why Alpha's thinking more about the shot than the potential pop and bump combination. So Alpha now down by 1. I was just complimenting him for giving Breezi no space. As soon as I did it, he gave Breezi all the space to set up the big run-up on the ball. Another flip reset for Breezi. He's got it intact, but no way to use it effectively. Both players are using quite a lot of flip reset setups, even though there is that bug right now with flip resets. Now Breezy's going to take a 2-goal lead as Alpha does not catch the ball. He tried to chip that one into the corner, but he just missed entirely. Breezy's there for the open net shot. Pretty careless there by Alpha. Oh, by the way, Chicken, thanks for the 5-month tier 1. I don't think I said thanks for that one. Did I say thanks as well to Ryder757? I don't think I did. I said I answered your question, but I forgot to say thank you. Pre-jump from Alpha is going to get Breezy's 360 flick knocked well clear of danger. You don't think it's a bug, but I've seen it pop up a few times. It's not a bug, but how come, well, if it's not a bug, how does it keep happening to people? Like where you land on the ball, then you flip and your card just doesn't interact with the ball properly. I've seen it on Reddit, I've seen it on Twitter. Is it intended? Was there a recent like patch where something was changed? Clean ground shooting by Alpha. We're gonna bring it back to tie. Yeah, they sort of glitched flip. Yeah, that's exactly how I would describe it. Breezy's saying demos are broken. He feels like he's landed demos in Alpha, but they're not connected. It's a shame. These guys are playing a good series here. Hopefully they're not too plagued by these missed demos and missed flip resets. How you doing, Breezy 777 there? Probably server issues. Well, it looks like they've got good ping, so it's definitely not internet related. Gotta be something on the server end. I'm sure Psionics will get it sorted as soon as possible. Alpha trying to keep up the pressure here, but he's walking into some pretty deep water. He needs to be careful because Breezy knows now that Alpha is intending to challenge as early as he can, but he's not the only one who's going to do that. Breezi, 2-goal lead after giving Alpha a taste of his own medicine. Look for a second that Alpha was going to catch up with this one. We need to take another look. It was definitely savable. Undeniably, that was savable. But Alpha needed to get goal side just to make sure, and he took a bit too long. So you guys think it's the servers that are the issue? Maybe there's an influx of Rocket League players or something. It's a great flick. Oh, look at that. Breezy top corner. And Alpha's got no response. I love how Breezy leans into this one. He's already got his car spinning in that direction when he goes for the backflip. And for me, that's the better setup for that particular backflip flick. A lot of players will try and set it up with a forward air roll, but then you've got to cancel all that forward momentum with the backwards flick, and I don't think it has, in my experience, been as effective. Alpha just going to show that there's two ways to put the ball in the top corner. Yeah, you can spin and flick it, or you could just give it a wee pop. 2-goal game. Been a while since you got a live stream. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, because I was away in Spain. Good read on the fake kickoff by Alpha. Actually surprised to see Breezy going for one of those. Clearly looking for a midfield play, but he's not going to get one. Breezy has conceded in the follow-up pressure from Alpha. Oh, he's really got stuck on the back wall there. That is not the right way to be going about defending that one. People are lagging out at kickoffs constantly. Stumpy, for example, says he's lagging at literally every kickoff right now. I'll need to check it out. Like I said, I've not played Rocket League in over a week, so I've not had a chance to see what's happening. Oh dear, Alpha completely misses the takeoff. Breezy was giving him so much respect, though, that he wasn't in a position to easily convert the open net that he was given. Now Breezy looks a bit awkward again. He just gets a piece of it when Alpha's shot comes his way. And Alpha's looking deadly. He's got a lot of time left on the clock. He is going to go for another flip reset. Whoa, what on earth is that? I think Alpha like turned off ball cam or something, because he went completely off track halfway to the ball. I've not seen that myself. Did it look like ball cam was off to you guys, or did it just look like he became unattached or something? I don't know what that was. I've never seen this before. Alpha, did you turn off ball cam on that reset? I don't know what happened. Happens at random. He did, okay. Well, we're all tied up here. Breezy gets caught out of position. Just when it looked like Breezy is going to be the one controlling this game. Oh, well, maybe he is. What a read on Alpha's ball chase. I mean, at this point, you should see it coming, but still, complete blind flick. He knew that Alpha was going to be coming in for that one, and he's back in front by 1. Don't want to see any more fake kickoffs for Breezy, though. Alpha's punished him once for that already. It's good pressure by Breezy. He wins the race to the boost. He's got the open net, and he puts it in again. 2-goal game. Alpha feels like he got to the boost first, I imagine. But it looks to me like he was just a bit too far to the left of it. Breezy's bump on him took him off target. They asked earlier to try an NA server. No, when Alpha said try an NA server, he didn't mean let's play on an NA server. He just meant if you do play on an NA server as a European player, or from Europe I should say, it's much harder to land demos, which has always been the case. Demos, 50-50s, kickoffs, anything involving a play where your opponent is also close to the ball is harder in a higher ping situation. Back to a 1-goal game. Alpha with the in and out save attempt, and he gets it. Solid stuff from Alpha. He didn't even look for a moment like he was missing that one. Breezy's ball chase doesn't accomplish too much. It looked like Alpha wasn't going to get to the ball in time anyway. But he's still got Alpha pinned back in his own half for the time being. Alpha forced to shoot early. He's going to get one more chance here, but he's way off the goal. Oh, he almost finds the target. Wow, that would have been something special if Alpha equalized at the very end of the game. Scary stuff for Breezy, but he does get the job done. I'm just saving that replay. Maybe gonna go look later and see what happened with Alpha turning off his ball cam during the flip reset attempt. Hey, Sticky05, thanks for the prime, buddy. Really appreciate that. You just want Alpha to stop playing, and hey, he's just pointing out when things don't look like they go as they should. And it looks like Breezy's perfectly okay with it, so I'm not too bothered by it either. I mean, if you're playing a show match with no money on the line, it's not really a mind game, is it, to start complaining about certain things? You're just chilling out. These guys are just having a wee series of ones and seeing who wins, and it looks like Breezy is now the one in control. Is Alpha tilted? The stationary car would suggest so, but he's only got himself to blame there. He did not land very central on the ball. He says, do you have lags when you jump? Maybe he lagged on the kickoff this time. I've been hearing about that recently. Yeah, especially in kickoffs. Looks like Alpha is
Johnny,
having that
are
issue.
you my dad?
This time he gets it right. As far as I'm aware, no, I am not your dad. But thanks to the 2-month prime, Alex Gymnast. Alpha is going to put a goal in to halfway close the gap. Didn't really waste much time in doing it as well. Just a light, small lift on the ball was all he needed. But it's so deceptive when you get the ball in that position. Really hard to read as a defender. Am I someone's dad? No, I am nobody's dad. Don't worry, I am well aware of that fact. It's not something that I'm confused by. So Breezy does get punished for one of those double pops. It was such a risky play to do over and over again. Now he's just trying to block an Alpha hit, which is never going to happen. Alpha. Yeah, we're gonna get a 420 3-2 remake. We are gonna play on from here. Yeah, play on from here, and this will be a decent replication. I don't know what the exact time was, but we decided to go for a 420 3-2 score, and see if we can take it down from here. That's a great touch by Breezy. That is about as good of a touch as you can make in that position. He needs to do something with the ball, because if he doesn't, then Alpha's going to ball chase it. But he also wants to boost so he can score. So he had to wait until he's beyond it to flick it high. Really well played. Just like that, we're all tied up. Hey, Dragon Slayer 955, thanks to the 2-month prime. And also Yeet Step and Gorge Dodge, thanks to the 6 and 3-month primes, respectively. Alpha's got his dodge, and he's got a goal. 4-3. You're not going to save those unless you dive in early. Might have been a good idea for Breezy to just go straight away for that one. Just get off the wall and start challenging as fast as possible. Maybe even come off the ceiling himself. It did look like Alpha had a bit of space between himself and the ball, so it wasn't going to be easy for him to get a shot on target quickly. But yeah, we had to remake this because my Rocket League crashed and my stream crashed at the same time. So we just remade the game at the same score and time that we had before the crash happened. Pretty risky stuff by Breezy there. He scored himself, but the ball remains firmly outside of Alpha's goal. It looks like Alpha, since the restart, has been pretty scary and consistent. Breezy's been forced off target. Still has the boost advantage though. He's going to try and transition into a goal. Half flip setup and a finish. Alpha a bit all over the place here. Decided to dive into the near post position and then opt for a wall challenge, but may have been better just sitting back a little bit and waiting. Oh yeah, did we miss subs? Apoi007 and Brazar, just for the 2-month and 11-month in a row respectively. Sorry if I did miss those. It was because I didn't know if my stream was crashed or not. Yeah, the stream was crashed, nothing else. That's all there was to it. We are seeing so many goals right now. What is going on? It's Breezy up by 1 now. Just, you know, 2 kickoff goals, no big deal. Alpha struggling to handle Breezy's kickoff. It was actually Breezy in game number 2 who went for the fake on the diagonal. Maybe a good idea for Alpha to do that at this point, because he's getting beaten pretty consistently here. Breezy's got options. He's going to try and fly straight into the goal with it though, and that is going to work out wonderfully. Great mix-up by Breezy. We've seen flip resets earlier in the series, we've seen air double bumps. Now just 1 extra touch is all he needs to get the ball into the net. It looked like Alpha was leaning back to get ready to dodge a bump and then go for a save. It's 4 goals in a row for Breezy, and we've seen 12 inside the first 2 minutes. Alpha's going to make it 13. Breezy's early challenge, not even close. We are seeing one of the highest scoring games of all time. 64 greater than 44. Aye, the wee clan of Breezy here. I don't know what 64 stands for, but doing pretty well for himself in this matchup right now. He's coming into his own right now in the show match setting is Breezy. Oh dear, Alpha though could have tied things up here. 7-all. Not even halfway through the game. He still will tie things up though. Breezy has not managed to connect well with this 50-50. And we've just seen 14 goals in less than half a game. This might be a new record for an on-stream. I don't know what the record is actually for a 1v1 show match. What's the most goals we've ever seen? We've definitely seen over 20 several times, but have we ever seen 30? I'm not sure. Looks like we're gonna have a slightly slowed down approach now, and that's a good back off there by Alpha. He's had a lot of respect for Breezy's flip reset to back off in that position. But once again, he misfires on a completely open net, and now Breezy's way closer. He goes high with the air dribble. It's gonna bounce into a rebound position. Oh, Breezy almost got there. That would have been insane if he managed to recover and get that double touch, but instead it's going to be Alpha scored in. And there is the 15th goal. Pretty sure Fairly beat Doomsy 27-0. I don't know if it was that one-sided. 54 is a French department. Is it actually? I don't know what to believe with Twitch chat these days. Oh, get clapped, Breezy. Alpha just leans back into this one and dodges right through him. I'm surprised that Breezy didn't die here. Usually that's enough of an acceleration to take you up to supersonic and get a mid-air demo, but we've had 16 goals in 3 minutes. What does somebody do the conversion rate here? What are we expected to get for the full match here? I'll tell you what, that is another goal if Breezy plays this one right, and it looks like he will. Oh, never mind, Alpha dive bombs it. How does he manage that? It looked like Breezy had his number with the mind game. Alpha somehow got in the way, and now he's back in the driver's seat. Incredible stuff there by Alpha. Looks like he's feeling himself a little bit too much after that. His turtles misses a boost seal and then leaves the party, and that's going to be a goal for Breezy. Looks like Alpha had enough of this party. It's probably got destroyed on his end. Yeah, don't worry, Alpha didn't actually leave the party, just the party got destroyed thing. Did I say thanks to Gordadges? I think I did for the 3-month prime. But hey, thanks to Trump Pettyron for the brand new prime. Much appreciation for that. We're at 9-all now. Are both players going to reach 10 goals? Certainly looks like it. Breezy might be about to set up his 10th goal right now. Alpha, an important touch to bring it back into the corner. Now he's shooting. And now some defense is coming in to play. It's been all about offense in this game, and that is one of the best goals we've seen all series. Breezy has done a couple of fake jumps, fake pops, but that is easily his best one yet. Wave dash underneath the ball, pop it over the top of Alpha's challenge, and he's the first to get the 10th goal on the board. Absolute goal glut we're seeing here, and now Breezy's looking for an 11th one. He doesn't want to give Alpha 10. Early challenge of Alpha is in fact a fake one. Breezy's right behind him. He's got to watch out for the bump. He does. He might be trying to dish one out himself. Breezy gets boosted in the midfield. Alpha still got him in a solid spot, and that flicks has gone too high. Alpha seals the boost on the exit though. Looks like he's going to be keeping the pressure up. Breezy's on 19. Alpha with an open net, and he does put it in. Alpha gets his 10th goal. Tell you what, Breezy nearly got a save on this one. But more importantly, Alpha's put an open net on target. He's been struggling with those today. Oh wow, it was savable. 20 goal game. There's still 44 seconds to go. 10 apiece. It's crazy stuff. Is this a record? Need to go and, I guess, dig up the old one-sided matchups and see if anybody had a 20 goal game. I believe that there was at least a 21 goal game from Chronovia and Insolences back in the day. It was 17-4 if I'm not mistaken, so we're definitely not at world record just yet. But Alpha's about to tie it up at that. 11-10. Breezy completely whiffs on the ball. He's feeling the pressure of Alpha's early challenges. Look at that little pump fake from Alpha. Just drove up and then backed off again. Theory of our scrub is 11-10. Well, that's where we're sitting at right now. Breezy can get another one. We're guaranteed a 23 goal game. But he's only got 10 seconds to do it, and he's off the wall for it. Flip reset incoming. There it is. It's a good one, but it's into the bar. And it looks like Alpha's going to take this. Breezy gets a good bump on him, but he's got a lot more work to do. He's going to get that ball into the back of the net. Alpha's ball chasing. He puts it into the floor, and it is a 21 goal game with Alpha coming out on top. Breezy says you should be dead. He feels like the demo was a must in that last few seconds. But Alpha stays alive and comes out on top of a pretty crazy series. I don't think we added any seconds to the game by with that restart. I'm going to have to go back and check. I mean, the restart does take away some of the validity of the 21-goal game, but maybe we took seconds off the game. Hopefully we did. I think we might have added a few. I'm not sure. But yeah, Alpha and Breezi. Hardly any saves. None for Breezi, 2 for Alpha. There was not a whole lot of defense this game. I mean, that's what's happening when you've got 2 players who are challenging early and 2 players who are making early out plays. You get a lot of goals. If either of these guys want to start making saves, they're going to need to implement a lot more fake challenges into their game. Psycho Alex 2 months, tier 1. Greetings from Scotland to you, my friend. How you doing? Alpha can take it all right here. Breezi, despite being in front several times in the last game, has come out with an L. Alpha looking poised to take this one in 4, I must say. It's been Breezy's kickoffs again that have really kept him in this. He's just come off a recent, sort of semi-recent win against Ocelon with dominant kickoffs in that matchup as well. And it's an impressive thing to do, to beat Ocelon so badly in kickoffs. Alpha trying to get an in-and-out save. Breezi snipes him anyway. You know, I've said in the past that this could be a decent counter to the air dribble bump, but not when you do it that early. Alpha's made his plan pretty obvious, and Breezi, like a heat-seeking missile, takes him out of the game. You know, the reason why the in-and-out save can be such a good counter to the air dribble bump is because you're coming into the save with so much momentum that in those kind of head-on collisions, you can very often force your opponent to save the ball for you if you kind of pull shot them into it. But Breezi was already going supersonic, so that was not really a possibility for Alpha here. He's going to be conceding another one. It's another bump for Breezi. He's just bullied Alpha into submission here. And 1 in the air, 1 on the ground, 2-0. Can Breezi keep this up and bring us to a game 5? Such an interesting player at the moment. He's got some world-class flicks, some insane flip resets, and a kickoff game that rivals just about anybody we've seen today. And oh my goodness! 3 demo goals, 3 bump goals for Breezi. You said it right there, Poffit. He is an absolute savage. Alpha feels like he hit the ball, but on the replay and the spectator POV, Breezi was just a little bit too quick for him. Just outrageously good kickoffs again for Breezi, taking control. He's surely going for another bump. No, he's not. He's just going to flick it this time. I wanted to see more bump plays from Breezi. I feel like at this point, when you've got 3 in a row, it's one of the best things you can do to just keep on tilting your opponent. See, Alpha's backing off all the way into the net. He's scared to move forward in case he gets smacked out of the way again. Breezy's flicks coming in clutch once more. 4-0. Did not expect this one to go so one-sided in favor of Breezi. He's had to work so hard for his wins in the previous game that he did get a win, and in the last game where he was in front several times. But this one, he's just let everything go his way. Another bump attempted leads into a boost seal. He doesn't connect on the ceiling shot setup though, and Alpha's going to try and walk this one out of defense. We have an awkward spot for him. He needs to be careful. Breezi could sideswipe him. He decides to play the ball instead. Now, Alpha's built up a fair bit of momentum for himself, and he's going to try and score before Breezy's back. It looks like he's done just enough. 4-1 Alpha on the board, and in a much lower scoring game than what we saw last time. Alpha starting a comeback maybe. It's a decent flick by Breezi once again, putting Alpha under so much pressure. I mean, even though he doesn't get a goal here, he's backed Alpha up all the way into the goal, away from a corner boost. It looks like Alpha's going to have to give up under boost pad or the ball pressure, and he's decided for the latter. Another fake pop by Breezi. He's using actual flicks just enough for my liking to keep the fake pops disguised. And this one has not worked out very well. Breezi thought he got a lot more time to kill after that touch to the side, but that was not the case. Alpha was right behind him, and he's closed the gap by 1 more goal. Blue Caboose, thanks for the 4-month prime, buddy.
Big City slams poise. Dirty effing dangles poise. I have so much time for sushis and kitten. You're a good caster, Johnny, and that's what I appreciates about you. I'll take about 30% off there.
Brian, what are you on about, mate? Cheers for the kind words, though. Oh dear, Alpha. Misfiring by quite some margin on that. I'm not going to call it an open net, but it was certainly a free shot. There's a lot of power missing on the follow-up as well. Breezy. Try and air dribble this one from deep in his own half. Alpha's not falling for these long-range flip reset setups, though. He knows that if he backs off, he is a heavy, heavy favourite to come out with ball pressure and possession. And not only that, but he's scoring counter-attacks every time Breezy does try and set up a long-range flip reset. The only way that these are going to work is if Alpha doesn't see it coming, and he moves in for a challenge, thinking that Breezy's run out of touches. That's just not happening, and Alpha will tie things up. He came back from 4 down. Just like that, Breezy's lead is in smithereens to a kickoff goal as well. That's a pretty bad sign, because Breezy's looking pretty dominant in kickoffs today. Hey Swampin, thanks for the kind words, man. Thanks for 5 months of Prime. 4-goal comeback for Alpha. Can he keep it going? Breezy backs him up into a corner, and he turns right and takes a lead. Alpha getting beat to the punch here. He already had 88 boost, but he used all of it to try and nab the 100 and came up way too short. Pyro Porcine, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. Sorry if I've said that completely wrong. I feel like I might have. Welcome to the stream, man. It's a very good touch by Alpha. He's wasted a lot of time, and that gives him enough time to turn around and challenge. And now he's got a wide open net on the rebounds. And he knew that he had ages to line this one up. On his approach, he's not looked back to see where Breezy is, but he knew how much Breezy had committed to that challenge. And he could hear that Breezy was pretty far behind him as well, I'm sure. So he was just slow playing that one, make sure he doesn't miss another open net. Covered into the ball chase by Breezy. Going to take the lead again. He's the only player who's been in front in game 4. He's got Alpha in his sights, but he doesn't react fast enough to the challenge. And look at that first touch by Alpha. That is brilliant. 6-5. And it's all about that catch. As the ball comes down off the ceiling, Alpha gets a challenge in. And look at that. He just clips it with the back end of his car. Send it on target. Okay from Breezy. I'm not sure what he's referring to. Perhaps he thought that he should have had the ball over Alpha's head. Now, a lot of the things that the players are seeing today and they're not happy about, it's not happening on Spectator at all, so I'm not sure if it is in fact lag, unfortunate, or just them not seeing things correctly. Right, Alpha's up by 1. He could win the whole series by just holding on to the ball at this point. He's going to test Breezy's goalkeeping one more time. That's a pretty good plan. If he just keeps rolling this back and taking pop shots, Breezy's not going to have a chance to attack. But Breezy knows that, and he's going to ball chase. And that's the only way he was ever going to win here. He did not have time to go for a 100 boost. The only way he's going to get the W is if he goes straight at the ball and makes something happen. If he went for corner boost, Alpha would just take another long shot, force him out of position. Some really good choices there by Breezy. Playing his win condition perfectly, but oh no, he's completely missed the ball. Surely that's not going to be the goal. It isn't. Alpha's not got the distance on the flick. What an awful way to lose that would have been for Breezy after fighting back. He's got another chance at it. Can he take us into a game 5? Looks like he might. Alpha catches a piece of him on that flick though. Breezy given another chance. He doesn't make it count. Alpha's missed the ball. Lots of small misplays at the end of this game. Such a small margin for error on that shot though. Alpha's staying pretty safe from bumps and demos. That's how he fell so far behind at the start of this game. Breezy knocks another one clear. And he does come off early. Nice save by Breezy. He had to go so fast in that position to have any say in it. And Alpha's missed another open net. He's got perfect boost steal timing. Still tons of pressure on Breezy. But Breezy's forced Alpha into an awkward position there. And Alpha did not have the finish. Big challenge for Alpha. No early flick goal for Breezy this time. Alpha's seen a lot of the ball here. Breezy's backed off. Alpha's got him all the way on his goal line. But he decides not to go for an air dribble bump. Just a straight up air dribble. Look at the quick transition from Alpha straight onto the ceiling. And then into a shot position. So many shots for Alpha, and I think that one's made it. 7-6. Eventually, Breezy's defense just could not hold on. He smelled that boost in the midfield, ran up on the sidewall to stay away from a demo, but Alpha saw the threat, turned around, took the shot in the right place of the goal that Breezy couldn't reach, and it will be a 3-1 score. Good stuff there from both players. A very interesting series. Had one of the highest scoring games that we've ever seen in Game 3, and then after that, a great comeback by Alpha in Game 4. Pretty close, so Breezy had his chances here, and if he had clutched a win here after what do you call it, after Alpha made a comeback like that, I feel like he would have had a really, really good mentality going into a Game 5. It certainly crushed Alpha's morale. I'll say thanks for having me. Don't know if I can keep up with ones anymore. We'll see if I try to put effort in again. Jesus, man, you're insane. He says he's not playing the way he wants to anymore. I feel like we could put a lot of that down to all these random bugs that he's getting. You know, the kickoff bug, the flip reset bug, the bumps and demos not really panning out as he's expecting them to. Like in 1v1, these things going wrong, you know, makes a pretty big difference. It becomes exaggerated almost if you're having these issues. Hardly any saves, none for Breezy, 2 for Alpha. There was not a whole lot of defense this game. I mean, that's what's happening when you've got 2 players who are challenging early, and 2 players who are making early out plays. You get a lot of goals. If either of these guys want to start making saves, they're going to need to implement a lot more fake challenges into their game. Psycho Alex, 2 months, tier 1. Greetings from Scotland to you, my friend. How you doing? Alpha can take it all right here. Breezy, despite being in front several times in the last game, has come out with an L. Alpha looking poised to take this one in forward, I must say. It's been Breezy's kickoffs again that have really kept him in this. He's just come off a recent, sort of semi-recent win against Ocelon with dominant kickoffs in that matchup as well. And it's an impressive thing to do, to beat Ocelon so badly in kickoffs. Alpha trying to get an in-and-out save. Breezy snipes him anyway. You know, I've said in the past that this could be a decent counter to the air dribble bump, but not when you do it that early. Alpha's made his plan pretty obvious, and Breezy, like a heat-seeking missile, takes him out of the game. You know, the reason why the in-and-out save can be such a good counter to the air dribble bump is because you're coming into the save with so much momentum that in those kind of head-on collisions, you can very often force your opponent to save the ball for you if you kind of pull shot them into it. But Breezy was already going supersonic, so that was not really a possibility for Alpha here. He's going to be conceding another one. It's another bump for Breezy. He's just bullied Alpha into submission here. And 1 in the air, 1 on the ground, 2-0. Can Breezy keep this up and bring us to a Game 5? Such an interesting player at the moment. He's got some world-class flicks, some insane flip resets, and a kickoff game that rivals just about anybody we've seen today. And oh my goodness! 3 demo goals, 3 bump goals for Breezy. You said it right there, Poffit. He is an absolute savage. Alpha feels like he hit the ball, but on the replay and the spectator POV, Breezy was just a little bit too quick for him. Just outrageously good. Kickoffs again for Breezy, taking control. He's surely going for another bump. No, he's not. He's just going to flick it this time. I wanted to see more bump plays from Breezy. I feel like at this point, when you've got 3 in a row, it's one of the best things you can do to just keep on tilting your opponent. See, Alpha's backing off all the way into the net. He's scared to move forward in case he gets smacked out of the way again. Breezy's flicks coming in clutch once more. 4-0. Did not expect this one to go so one-sided in favour of Breezy. He's had to work so hard for his wins in the previous game that he did get a win, and in the last game where he was in front several times. This one, he's just let everything go his way. Another bump attempted, leads into a boost seal. As he doesn't connect on the ceiling shot setup though, and Alpha's going to try and walk this one out of defense. We have an awkward spot for him. He needs to be careful. Breezy could sideswipe him. decides to play the ball instead. Now, Alpha's built up a fair bit of momentum for himself, and he's going to try and score before Breezy's back. It looks like he's done just enough. 4-1 Alpha on the board, and in a much lower scoring game than what we saw last time. Alpha starting a comeback maybe. It's a decent flick by Breezy, once again putting Alpha under so much pressure. I mean, even though he doesn't get a goal here, he's backed Alpha up all the way into the goal, away from a corner boost. It looks like Alpha's going to have to give up under boost pad or the ball pressure, and he's decided for the latter. Another fake pop by Breezy. He's using actual flicks just enough for my liking to keep the fake pops disguised. But this one has not worked out very well. Breezy thought he got a lot more time to kill after that touch to the side, but that was not the case. Alpha was right behind him, and he's closed the gap by one more goal. Blue Caboose, thanks to the 4-month Prime, buddy.
Big City Slams boys. Dirty effing dangles boys. I have so much time for sushis and kitten. You're a good caster, Johnny, and that's what I appreciates about you. I'll take about 30% off there.
Brian, what are you on about, mate? Cheers for the kind words, though. But here, Alpha misfiring by quite some margin on that. I'm not going to call it an open net, but it was certainly a free shot. There's a lot of power missing on the follow-up as well. Breezy try and air dribble this one from deep in his own half. Alpha's not falling for these long-range flip reset setups, though. He knows that if he backs off, he is a heavy, heavy favourite to come out with ball pressure and possession. And not only that, but he's scoring counter-attacks every time Breezy does try and set up a long-range flip reset. The only way that these are going to work is if Alpha doesn't see it coming, and he moves in for a challenge, thinking that Breezy's run out of touches. That's just not happening, and Alpha will tie things up. He came back from 4 down. Just like that, Breezy's lead is in smithereens to a kickoff goal as well. That's a pretty bad sign, because Breezy's looking pretty dominant in kickoffs today. Hey Swampin, thanks for the kind words, man. Thanks for 5 months of Prime. 4-goal comeback for Alpha. Can he keep it going? Breezy backs him up into a corner, and he turns right and takes the lead. Alpha getting beat to the punch here. He already had 88 boost, but he used all of it to try and nab the 100 and came up way too short. Pyro Porsche, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. Sorry if I've said that completely wrong. I feel like I might have. Welcome to the stream, man. It's a very good touch by Alpha. He's wasted a lot of time, and that gives him enough time to turn around and challenge. And now he's got a wide open net on the rebounds, and he knew that he had ages to line this one up. On his approach, he's not looked back to see where Breezy is, but he knew how much Breezy had committed to that challenge, and he could hear that Breezy was pretty far behind him as well, I'm sure. So he was just slow playing that one, make sure he doesn't miss another open net. Covered into the ball chase by Breezy. Going to take the lead again. He's the only player who's been in front in game 4. He's got Alpha in his sights, but he doesn't react fast enough to the challenge. And look at that first touch by Alpha. That is brilliant. 6-5. And it's all about that catch. As the ball comes down off the ceiling, Alpha gets a challenge in. And look at that. He just clips it with the back end of his car. Send it on target. Okay from Breezy. I'm not sure what he's referring to. Perhaps he thought that he should have had the ball over Alpha's head. Now, a lot of the things that the players are seeing today and they're not happy about, it's not happening on Spectator at all, so I'm not sure if it is in fact lag, unfortunate, or just them not seeing things correctly. Right, Alpha's up by 1. He could win the whole series by just holding onto the ball at this point. He's going to test Breezy's goalkeeping one more time. That's a pretty good plan. If he just keeps rolling this back and taking pop shots, Breezy's not going to have a chance to attack. But Breezy knows that, and he's going to ball chase. And that's the only way he was ever going to win here. He did not have time to go for a 100 boost. The only way he's going to get the W is if he goes straight at the ball and makes something happen. If he went for corner boost, Alpha would just take another long shot, force him out of position. Some really good choices there by Breezy. playing his win condition perfectly, but oh no, he's completely missed the ball. Surely that's not going to be the goal. It isn't. Alpha's not got the distance on the flick. What an awful way to lose that would have been for Breezi after fighting back. He's got another chance at it. Can he take us into a game 5? Looks like he might. Alpha catches a piece of him on that flick though. Breezi given another chance. He doesn't make it count. Alpha's missed the ball. Lots of small misplays at the end of this game. Such a small margin for error on that shot though. Alpha's staying pretty safe from bumps and demos. That's how he fell so far behind at the start of this game. Breezi knocks another one clear. And he does come off early. Nice save by Breezi. He had to go so fast in that position to have any say in it. And Alpha's missed another open net. He's got perfect boost steal timing. Still tons of pressure on Breezi. But Breezy's forced Alpha into an awkward position there. And Alpha did not have the finish. Big challenge for Alpha. No early flick goal for Breezi this time. Alpha's seen a lot of the ball here. Breezy's backed off. Alpha's got him all the way on his goal line. But he decides not to go for an air dribble bump. Just a straight up air dribble. Look at the quick transition from Alpha. Straight onto the ceiling. And then into a shot position. So many shots for Alpha. And I think that one's made it. 7-6. Eventually, Breezy's defense just could not hold on. He smelled that boost in the midfield. Ran up on the sidewall to stay away from a demo. But Alpha saw the threat, turned around, took the shot in the right place of the goal that Breezi couldn't reach, and it will be a 3-1 score. Good stuff there from both players. A very interesting series. Had one of the highest scoring games that we've ever seen in Game 3, and then after that, a great comeback by Alpha in Game 4. Pretty close, so Breezi had his chances here, and if he had clutched a win here after what do you call it? After Alpha made a comeback like that, I feel like he would have had a really, really good mentality going into a game 5.